To John's point about Mexico trying to be a partner in all of this and whether they're committed to being that partner. Remember, we're going to have a change in government in December when the new president takes over. Mexico is already trying, we're told, to limit to 150 a day those applying to seek asylum. First in Mexico, and then they can proceed north here. It's a little bit more nuanced than that. But let's talk to Art Del Cueto. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Art. The Border Patrol Council Vice President. All right. But your take on what Mexico is doing, it is saying it's trying to limit the processing of these individuals to 150 a day, but sometimes the crowds, overwhelm those doing that. But what do you think of that?
The reality is this is not a caravan coming into the United States. What it is, it's an invasion. When you see that many individuals from another country massed together and they're going to enter a country by force with flags of the country that supposedly is oppressing them and that they're escaping from, there's nothing else you can call it but an invasion. And that's the harsh reality. We went through this before. This is what's upsetting. We went through this before in San Diego recently.
Right. Last April, I remember this well. The numbers whittled down from what they were originally told, but they were still significant, right?
Right. But you would think that the leaders from the agency would have a plan if it happened again. And here they are with no plan again. They put it on the president. They want the president to take care of everything. But the reality is, and I've said it many times before and I'll hammer it again, is until the individuals that are running certain agencies get removed or start doing what needs to be done, we're going to continue to see this.
What agencies are you talking about, Art?
Well, I'm talking about my own agency, for one. You have individuals that are running the agency that were here during the last administration. They're still here now. They haven't done anything about the catch and release. Here you have, thousands of people that are entering their country, and as soon as they touch U.S. soil, they're going to be able to claim asylum. They're going to go through the whole process. They're not going to have enough judges. They're going to send them down to wherever, state that they want to go to and wait for an immigration court. In the meantime, they're free to roam around in the United States. And statistics show that they never show up for this immigration case to begin with. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
So would you extend that then, Art? I'm sorry. Would you extend that, Art, to Homeland Security, that they're dropping the ball?
Somebody's dropping the ball. You tell me, when you're in charge of this situation, and it's happened before, and now months later, you're having it happen again at an even bigger amount of individuals that are invading our country, and you haven't developed a plan to fix it yet, somebody's dropping the ball.
One of the areas that was bandied about last spring, and correct me if I'm wrong, Art, is that a lot of these people are being processed for, the paperwork and everything it would take to claim asylum. They waited out in the United States, and as you say, they wait for a judge's hearing. That could be weeks, months away, and we never hear from them again. They're
years.
Here. Now, what's to stop Mexico if we insisted with the Mexicans, you hang on to them until we resolve this? What has that ever been bandied about? I know that's been talked about, but what do you think?
That's policies that you need to talk to the actual agency. Hopefully they can give you an answer on that. But the reality is we give them aid. There's certain training that has been available to agents that has now been cut. And we are still offering that training to Mexican authorities. That, for one, is just ridiculous. When you're cutting certain training from agents in the United States to give it to another country, you can start there. You can start there. Stop giving them any type of training.
Mexico has no interest in sort of saying, all right, we will house these migrants while they clear paperwork in the United States. There's no upside for them to do that, and they claim to have the money to do that. So the onus falls on the United States, right?
Yeah, and that's what the problem is. But again, when you have that many individuals that are entering a country by force, waving the flag of the country that they are supposedly leaving because they're oppressed from, that is not a bunch of immigrants. That is not a caravan. That is not individuals that are truly seeking asylum. That is an invasion, and that's what we need to call it.
All right. Art Del Cueto, thank you very, very much.